All right, let's dive right into one of the most cryptic and frankly fascinating verses in the entire Bible. Revelation 13, verse 3. I mean, it's a vision that's packed with some pretty wild imagery. We're talking about a beast, a fatal wound, and then this miraculous recovery that just leaves the entire world stunned. So, yeah, let's get into this and see if we can unpack it.
So there you have it. A head that's wounded so badly it's basically dead. Then, that same deadly wound is somehow healed, and the reaction? The entire world is just left in absolute awe. It's really no surprise that this one single sentence has been a major puzzle for theologians for centuries.
So what are we really looking at here? Is this a literal monster? Some kind of political empire rising from the ashes? Or is it something else entirely? Something deeper? Well, to really get to the heart of this mystery, we've got to go back to the source.
You know, as with so many ancient texts, the deepest layers of meaning, the really juicy details, are found in the original language. The specific words chosen by the author, John, are our first and most important clues. So let's look at three crucial Greek terms.
Okay, first up, the word describing the wound is esphagogmenon. Now, this isn't just hurt or injured. This means slaughtered, butchered, wounded in a way that is absolutely fatal. And what's really crucial here is that the same root word is used elsewhere in Revelation to describe the Lamb, Jesus, as having been slain. So this points to a wound that is definitively lethal, no question about it.
And then we have the recovery, described by the word atherapeus. It means healed or cured. So just think about that. You have this absolutely fatal, slaughtered condition that is somehow completely reversed and restored to health. That tension between these two words, between slaughtered and healed, that's the core of the riddle.
Finally, the world's reaction is described by the word ethumasthe. It means they marveled or were amazed. Now, this isn't just mild interest, like, oh, that's neat. This is profound, jaw-dropping wonder. The healing of this fatal wound is a spectacle so powerful it commands global attention and admiration.
So a fatal wound, a miraculous healing, and a wondering world? How do we put these pieces together? Well, one powerful interpretation connects this vision not to a political kingdom, but to a spiritual one.
According to this view, the head that was wounded to death represents the old religious system of law, sacrifice, and temple ritual. At the moment of Jesus' crucifixion, the veil in the temple was torn from top to bottom. This view suggests that this act symbolized a fatal blow, rendering that entire system obsolete. This really illustrates the core idea here. The wound represents a genuine spiritual defeat of legalism at the cross. That system should have vanished for good. But then comes the healing, a deceptive revival. It's like Satan reanimates the corpse, creating a new form of religion that has the structure and rituals of the old system, but now it's totally devoid of any true spiritual power. And you know, this verse from 2 Timothy perfectly captures the nature of this healed beast. It has the form of godliness, you know, the traditions, the buildings, the rules, but it denies the actual power that comes from a genuine spiritual connection. It's a hollow copy, a magnificent-looking shell.
But this interpretation goes even deeper. The healing of the beast isn't some isolated event. No, it's part of a grand cosmic strategy of imitation and deception.
This lays out the concept of a counterfeit trinity. The idea is that the dragon, or Satan, mimics God the Father. The beast, this healed, resurrected, false religious system, mimics Jesus Christ, the resurrected Son. And a false prophet comes along and mimics the Holy Spirit. It's a complete parallel structure designed to deceive.
And what's the goal of this counterfeit? Well, it's all about replacement. It offers rituals instead of a real relationship. It imposes guilt instead of offering grace. And it elevates human tradition to the level of divine truth. It's a system that looks spiritual, but ultimately keeps people in bondage.
So, you might be wondering, why does a 2,000-year-old vision, interpreted this way, still matter? It's a fair question. And the answer is, because the warning it contains is absolutely timeless. This interpretation leaves us with some really critical takeaways for today. It reminds us that even when a harmful ideology or system seems defeated, it can revive itself in a new and often more appealing form. It urges us to be wary of anything that has the appearance of religion but lacks genuine spiritual substance. And crucially, it calls for discernment to see past the magnificent, glittering surfaces that can captivate the world.
This verse really brings it all home. The greatest deceptions don't come dressed in obvious evil. They come disguised as something good, something holy, something that looks like an angel of light. The healed beast isn't ugly, it's attractive, it's admired, it's marveled at by the whole world. And that's exactly what makes it so dangerous.
And that leaves us with the final essential question. The beast was healed, and the world wondered. Its power came from its magnificent deceptive appearance. So if the ultimate counterfeit can look so much like the real thing, if it can wear the very robes of religion, how do we ever learn to spot the difference?